Hey, I'm Akasha from Dragon Priest Gifts, and I'm here for the next video of the tarot. And in this video, I want to talk about the importance of being able to look at two different cards and be able to differentiate of supporting cards. And we've already learned about each card. Been studying about on them, hopefully doing your card a day. Now it's time to see what it's like with two cards. With here you learn how they support each other and how the support changes when you have it from one direction and you flip it around, and how that can affect the story. So today, it's about your hero card, your supporting card. This is you being victorious. And why is it that you're victorious? This card will help support that. You have finally been victorious because you talked to your boss and you got a raise. Because of you talking to your boss. See, this card supports this card because that's the main one. Because you talked to your boss, you got the raise that you deserved. Now, flip it around. Your boss has talked to you about some good things that you can do. Or better yet, maybe you got a certificate. This is not necessarily a raise, that your boss is giving you some kind of praise. Because of how things are situated, it changes the story and changes it. This is the supporting card. Could be you going to work, you working really, really hard, because this is the Empress card. This is you working hard. You have worked so hard that because of your hard work, you got your raise. Or you got your certificate. Now with this card being the supporting card, you're victorious and happy, and everybody is supporting you and happy because of your conversation with your boss. Pick two more cards. Let's be random. We've got this card as the first card, so I'm going to use this card as my main card, which is just the Three of Pentacles. And for me, the Three of Pentacles is working hard and investing, whether investing your time or money or both. You're investing something in this hard labor, whether it be a career or a job. This is definitely job related. And this is the supporting thing. You have been steadily busy working harder and harder than you ever have, probably putting in more hours at work or coming up with new things that you can sell, maybe even going through your house and having a yard sale. And the reason why this is all happening, is this is a supporting card, is because you are in a tight pinch and you're needing some money, and these are people expecting to be paid, whether it be people for services or future bills, or maybe even past due bills, and you need to find a way to take care of that quick. Now, switch it around. This is the main card. This one, you have sitting here trying to hold and save your money because you know that these people are going to be looking for some soon and you don't have quite enough. So right here you can sit there and say, hey, I'm looking for some money. What do I need to do? And it looks like you're going to probably need to find a job or a career, or even a second job. Find new means of income. This doesn't mean that you've gotten it yet. This just means this is what you need to do. Because this is supporting this. Probably because you don't have a job is why you're in this situation. And this is the need for money. Let me see, go through this deck and shuffle it again. See if we can come up with some more that doesn't have to do with job, money. Here's two more. Here's two more. We're going to use this one as this, the main card. This would be the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is usually a very hard worker. She's stern and she's strict. Because she's been through a lot. So, this is the current situation. It could be that you've been cranky lately. You have a lot on your mind. You work so hard to get to where you're at, and you have so much further to go. So, why? What is governing this card? Because this is the main card. What's the supporting card? And the supporting card is the Nine of Cups, which to me is about desires and dreams. And this could be why you've been working so hard. You've been working so hard. And here's the support. This is the backup information. This fills in why you've been working so hard and why you've been kind of cranky. And that's because you're looking forward to probably a party in the future, an event, something that it's going to take a lot of work to get ready for. It could be that, you got your dress and your hair. It could be a wedding. It could be a friend's wedding, your wedding. You could be the maid of honor. So with this way, it would be the Queen of Swords. And it's you working really hard to prepare. Probably, I'm going to sit there and say your best friend's wedding because you're the maid of honor. You just have a lot of things to do. Now, to switch this up, this is the main card. This is your desires and your dreams and what you wish. And your focus has been a little bit up on that. But here's the supporting card. And this is the downside. You've been cranky and probably whiny and mean. You've been probably spending too much time with your wishes and desires and not enough time getting sleep or doing what you're supposed to do. So my challenge for you this week is with the tarot is pull two cards out together and see how they can support one another. Support one another exactly in the order that you pulled them out, or turn around and flip them around and see how things change. The story changes when you change the order of the cards, because one will automatically support another, and depending on how they depict it depends on a lot of times on how if it's good or bad, or if it's a worry of concern. So that is pretty much all for this day's story. I mean, as far as this day's, sorry, I massacred that. This day's class as far as looking for support. I'm going to do a story in here just a little bit, and it's going to really emphasize on why looking for cards to support one another. Very, very important. Get used to picking two cards and seeing how they support one another. With this card being first, this is the King. This is the King of Swords, and he's, worried about things, trying to work things out, figuring things, maybe even playing games. I think this is more of working out some troubles and issues. And the supporting card, a lot of times will answer the why or the where or the when or the, other aspects. It fills in more questions. And the reason why he's steadily working so hard is because he's trying to save some money, probably for a vacation or a baby that's in the future, a new home. So, and cards support one another. And when you're doing a tarot reading, you will have to really focus on how each card is supporting the other cards around it. And even yet the main card of the story, the client's story, whatever the story of the client is always your main card. And you always have all the other cards supported. And that is a relationship all on its own. Now, for the story for this day's class. I'm going to mix up my cards and make it interesting. I like to do it random so that way nobody knows, including me. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the first 3 cards. And I'm going to let you guys challenge you. First 3 cards, not even looked at before. Challenge you to finish the story. Now, the first card that I picked is the 9 of Swords. I'd have to sit there and say my story begins with a little girl. I'm going to say a little girl, probably distressed because of no school or school issues. You know, wondering how she's going to pass that test or make the grades or whatnot. So she's sitting there in distress. I mean, right here with this, it could be distressed about so many different things. So let's pull another card to continue story. Why is this girl distressed? What's causing her pain and anguish? Ah, it's her father. With him holding a coin, I'd have to sit there and say he's probably worried about his job and work and finances. Maybe he got laid off because of the quarantine and all. So this little girl has been worrying about her father because he's been stressing a lot. He's really been stressing and probably been cranky. And let's pull another card. Yeah, cranky. Ah, his problems. She is weighing his problems down on herself. So this little girl, because of the stress and the problems of her father, is really starting to feel bad of herself because she thinks that, you know, she can help him but doesn't feel or know how she can help him and assist him in his money problems. She doesn't know that his money problems aren't her fault, aren't her responsibility. That's on him. So she's clearly not seeing the situation, which I love this card, because this card shows clearly not seeing things the way they are. They're not her problem. They're his, but she is seeing his problem as if she can impact them, and she can't. So finish the story. Tell me how this little girl, you know, gets herself out of this, or maybe has other problems and issues because of it. We'll see. Tell me what your story is. I'd love to know. That is all for now, and as always, blessed be. Bye.